What's happening, everybody? Hell broke loose. Ain't made a video in a while. Lord, I had my ass whipped back up in here in the wilds. Started with a chainsaw cut I told y'all about, and then 2 weeks after that, a 12-inch tree sprung and knocked me about 20 feet. And I ain't built for that. I feel like all of the Pittsburgh Steelers had their way with me. And then I got hacked. Yeah, I got hacked by a cyber criminal and shut my pages down for a while. And getting cold back here in the mountains. Y'all see. Well, we got our ass kicked on Tuesday. It's a very depressing situation. And sometimes I feel like just giving up. You know, I ain't nobody. That's the only thing that makes me somebody is I'm nobody. Stephen McClung, hell broke loose. Somehow some asshole named Joe the plumber fucked up and got in the right place at the right time, got famous now. Why can't I get that lucky? Because I got more brains in my left buttocks than that son of a bitch has got from top to bottom. But anyway, it's hard to not give up. It really is. But I'm going to touch on religion. That's what I'm going to do. I see conversations and comments from intelligent people who I know are intelligent still think there is a positive use for any of the Abrahamic religions. I'll tell you what inspired this one. I posted a Ricky Gervais, his explanation of the Bible. It's funny as hell. It's been taken off YouTube several times. And he's not half as foul as I am. I tell you what, the goddamn Christians got money, don't they? When they can buy YouTube and have free speech censored like that. What he did was just give a comical review of the first 3 chapters of Genesis. I could go back and do the first 3 chapters and make a completely different comical review of it and never touch on nothing. It's a fucking joke. The damn book's a joke. For you intelligent people who keep apologizing, I'm going to say it and say it and say it because I'm a fighter. I'll quit fighting when I'm dead. Well, I don't know how much difference I can make. The goddamn things are lies. Can one of you intelligent people look me in the eye or anybody and say Genesis happened? No, that's only for the irrational, God-brain, delusional, brainwashed from birth, fucked mentally, beyond repair people. Genesis did not happen. That is the foundation of every fucking thing in every fucking Abrahamic holy book. They're all lies. There's not one morality in them, not one. There's nothing moral. The worst thing that could happen to you in the Bible would be a firstborn son. Your ass was dead. There is no morality. Rape is a misdemeanor. Murder is how God shows love. It's insane. How do you debate a Trinity? How's a God kill himself, resurrect himself, send himself back, then pray to himself, and then tell all his people, I'm sending my son. And then, they're all the same. It's stupid. And anybody who can't grasp it, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know if you're afraid of losing friends. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I wish I was smarter. So I could figure out why intelligent people who know that the earth is 4.6 billion years old, that modern man is 100,000 years old, the oldest pre-human fossil they got is 3.3 million years old, can defend one damn thing about a holy book. Every one of them subjugates the women. They discriminate against the gays. Let me tell you, there is no love and peace in them. It's believe or die in all 3 of them. In the Quran, Talmud, Torah, Pentateuch, the Bible, none of them say And hereafter on earth or heaven, the atheists and the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians and the Hindus and the Buddhists and the witches and the blasphemers and the atheists and the Satanists will all live together. No, you choose. If you are not one of them, you are dead wrong, and you're either going to die now at their hands, or you're going to die in this goddamn end times that all of them have. Any defense of anything of the Abrahamic religions is just fucking dumb. It's dumb. There's not a word of truth in them. There. Do you understand any of that? There's no excuse anymore. You can be a good Christian or you can be a good person, but you can't be both. Christianity and Judaism somehow, some of it got secularized. Islam practices the true fucking religion. The few secularized Islamists say the ones who are doing the killing, like their book commands, says they're not true Muslims. Yes, they are. Westboro Baptists are true Christians. It's a hate-filled, murderous, believe or die, believe or burn in eternal hell, all of them. That ain't no good now. Human morality and biblical morality are polar opposites. They're totally incompatible. It cannot happen. To commit any act that God committed in that goddamn book would get you a death sentence. It's insane. There was no Jesus. There was no sin. So there's no Jesus. Because Jesus was for sin. Give it up. Grow up. We got here by evolution. The evolutionary way that has to go on is if you can't bear the thought of not having eternity in a fluffy cloud and 72 virgins, check the fuck on out. That's the evolutionary way of weeding out the weak, the ones that are harmful to the planet, that are harmful to humanity. If you can't stand it, see ya. Tough shit. I'm going to die, and then I'm dead. Just like all 101 billion people that have ever been on this planet, nobody ain't never come back and said shit about the other side. If you want to have a reasonable faith that we get exported to another goddamn universe, fine. But ain't no dogma in that. No dogma. It ain't faith. Because it goes into laws. It goes out in the public streets. You got to walk around assholes with their butt pointed toward the goddamn sky at 4 p.m. because they're praying to some pedophile. You call that morality. How can you get morality from a man who saw it in him to marry a 9-year-old girl? That goes against nature. The sickest of the sick created the holy book morals. They are against human nature morals that began developing 1,000,000 years ago. Human morals are much higher than any Abrahamic moral could ever be. And that's the truth. You can't shoot a damned hole in nothing I said. I don't care who you are. There are some things that are just true. El Rogue Lucy. Most of the time I have fun.